What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new book, Power Rangers Beast Morphers Annual 2021. This is actually a new book that came out in Britain by Egmont Publishing, put out by Hasbro. And it's one of the only books, I think, that now exists. It just came out in September 2020. That is specifically about Beast Morphers. So I don't know if you guys, if you are Power Rangers fans, you might actually remember a previous book that came out about Power Rangers just in general. It's called Power Rangers: The Ultimate Visual History. If you don't have this book, I would highly recommend it if you're a Power Rangers fan. It's awesome. It has lots of details and interviews and behind-the-scenes photos and memorabilia and stuff regarding all the original series. So that goes from the very beginning of the Power Rangers, like the very first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season. And it's very extensive. It's like almost 300 pages long. And then it covers the 2017 Rangers movie. And then at the very end here, it actually covers basically just the announcement of Beast Morphers. So when this book was published a year or two ago, they knew that the next series was going to be Beast Morphers, and they had kind of a promotional image for it. But there's no information here. This is kind of how the book ends. They cover all the previous ones, and then they sort of just introduce and mention that Beast Morphers is going to be the next series. So there's nothing really about the series in there, because when that one came out, Beast Morphers hadn't aired yet. So, in the meantime, Saban sold the Power Rangers franchise to Hasbro. And so they haven't come out with really any books or anything about Beast Morphers, but I kind of wanted to add something to my collection to sort of add to the visual history that kind of, talked about the plot of Beast Morphers and showed some of the weapons and Zords and stuff like that. This one just came out. Based on the name, I'm assuming they're planning to come out with more of these, ideally one per year, about like the previous season of whatever the current Power Rangers series is, which is awesome because this is a book that's kind of centered towards kids, so it's not very big, and it has some kind of like fun information and not as much sort of reference or behind the scenes stuff. But it is about Beast Morphers. It does give you some of the plot. So if you want to kind of add something to your collection that represents Beast Morphers, I think this might be really cool. So I just wanted to sort of show you what you can expect. If you're in North America like me, you can now import this from the UK, like on eBay or Amazon or whatever. You can have it shipped here for not too much. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of show you this book so you can get an overview of what's in it. It is a hardcover book, and it's the cover is totally glossy, and it looks really cool. Love the artwork there. Annual 2021. Even though it's coming out in September 2020, they kind of forward date it, so it's labeled Annual 2021. I'm assuming hopefully around September time, like next fall, they'll have Annual 2022. There's the spine right there. Power Rangers, Beast Morphers, Annual 2021. Egmont. And then there's the back. It's 8 pounds British. So, and to import it here, I think it cost me maybe like less than $15 total, including shipping and all that. So, yeah, you can get it for not too much. So let's go ahead and take a look inside here. It is really high quality. Like the pages are really nice, full color, obviously, that kind of thing. So it does actually feel like a really good quality book. But like I said, it is kind of kid-centric, so it's a little bit, they have a lot of sort of kid-focused things thrown in here, so just keep that in mind. It's not as serious as the visual history book was. This one is kind of more designed for kids, but It still has a lot of cool art and information and stuff in it. So it basically tells the story of 3 episodes from season 1 of Beast Morphers. Kind of 2 from the very beginning of this season, and then 1 from later in the season. So it roughly sort of tells kind of the main plot points of the first season. So that's kind of how it's laid out. So like the first third of the book is about the very first episode. It has screenshots from the episode. It has some, explanatory dialogue about the plot and things like that. It basically turns the episode into kind of a short story. And then peppers in screenshots from the show, things like that. It talks about some of the powers of the different Rangers. And then it has these big 2-page spreads about each Ranger, including their Zord, their the different modes, the weapons, things like that. And it has a bunch of art to display all that. So this is one kind of interesting thing this book has, is it has a bunch of like games. So they're based on the different Zords and Rangers and stuff, and they're like little like matching games and things like that. So if you want to get this for a kid who really likes Beast Morphers and you think they'll like that, this does actually have some like interactive kind of activity games for kids in it as well. But they have these 2-page spreads for all the different Rangers. And again, some more of these games. More Ranger bio here. A little maze thing you can do there. Some additional information. Gold Ranger, Silver Ranger. So this is the second episode that they cover, Evox's Revenge. So the same way, they kind of turn the episode's plot into like a short story, and they pepper it with actual screenshots from the episode. And then they throw in some games, and then they have some kind of bio pages about the villains and stuff like that, with some screenshots from the show and information. More games here. And these are kind of like some poster sort of things with little cutout lines if somebody wanted to get this and like cut out little posters of some of the different Rangers. And then here is, again, some more games and stuff like that. This covers some of the monsters and things like that. And then here is a kind of 1-page thing about the Zords. And then again, some more games for kids here. Cool little maze game there. A search and find game. Silhouette game. So this is the 3rd episode that they cover, Evox Upgraded, where they tell the story of the episode in little pieces of text with screenshots from the show. And this is one of the later episodes in season 1. So this book essentially is about season 1 of Beast Morphers. There's nothing mentioned from season 2. I would assume that next year's annual, if they put out another annual next year, I'm assuming that will cover season 2 of Beast Morphers. So I think it just basically covers sort of an overview of the whole season that predates this book. So season 2 is still airing. So this basically covers all of the previous season that's finished airing. So season 1 of Beast Morphers. And yeah, that's the whole book. It's about, let me see how many pages it is. 69 pages, it looks like. So it's not gigantic, but it is really good quality. It is like a hardcover book. It does have a lot of cool information, art, and stuff like that. If you just kind of want something maybe to go along with your Ultimate Visual History book to kind of represent Beast Morphers, or if you have a kid who's into Beast Morphers, that kind of thing. It's kind of a shame that they don't sell this in the US, but you can import it from England for not too much. So yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. I think it's about probably as close as you're going to get to like a reference kind of book about Beast Morphers. So I'm glad to be able to add this to my collection of Power Rangers stuff and sort of have this. And it's just fun to look through, if nothing else. So, yeah, if you're into that, definitely worth tracking down online and importing or whatnot. And yeah, that's basically it. So thanks for watching this unboxing. If you like Power Rangers or kaiju films or tokusatsu in general, Ultraman, that kind of thing, go ahead and click subscribe down below. And also hit that notification bell down below so that way you don't miss any of my future content. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.